Day 38, consistency. People who are at war with themselves cannot give you peace. Too many times we expect or want people to bring a calm to us, a soothe, calming softness. However, we never really know what somebody else is going through. And it can be very frustrating for somebody you love, care about, or wanting to receive their love, but not get it. And it's too easy to judge them sometimes without truly understanding them. And we have to learn how to forgive them and seek to understand. That doesn't mean we excuse their behavior if it is a toxic, behavior, or if it is negative. We don't necessarily, bypass it, but we have to understand we never truly know what internal battles someone else is going through. And we have to learn, how can we understand or come to a sense or a conclusion where we can at least accept it and learn how to heal and move through it, and learn how to forgive people who may not even know that they're like that, or who may not even be sorry. And when we give them those, when we seek to understand their boundaries and understand them and give them that, that acceptance or understanding, then not only do we make it easier for ourselves, but we also give them a way to potentially be able to express and heal and overcome what they are battling, and be a better person, be a better spouse, significant other, parent, kid, friend, sister, brother, because it can be anybody. And it's time we start forgiving others who are hurt and might not even be at peace within, but we're expecting them to bring us peace. That boyfriend or girlfriend might be going through something that they're not really telling you about. But when you express that you care, you set healthy boundaries and things like that, it allows them to potentially be able to express and trust you enough. It builds trust to where they might be able to allow it to come out. Just like a cat or dog who's been abused, beaten, maybe you got them from a pound or a rescue center. They're very scared when you first get them. Like, it takes days, weeks, months, even sometimes years for them to get used to their new environment. You might be feeding them, allowing them space. You're trying to bring them comfort, pet them, comfort them, cuddle them. But at first they might be very jumpy and scared and might not even come out. You bring the new cat home and it hides under the bed or hides behind the couch. And it takes weeks for it to kind of adjust and see the new environment, and maybe even trust you. It might try to scratch you the first few times that you try to pet it. Same thing with the dog. It might, do the same thing. It might growl at you, bark at you. It might be scared. It might be on defense. It might have anxiety. But humans are like that too. And that doesn't mean they're always going to try to, hit you or scratch you or anything like that. But they might hold a lot within that you're not seeing. And even if somebody's holding something in or holding something well, it can still come out in other ways, other scenarios. And that is sometimes why people are like that, why they do have toxic behaviors, or why they do, maybe it's not even a toxic in a negative way, but maybe they withhold stuff. It's that boyfriend or your son or your husband or, your dad, because the men do this a lot. They hold it in and they're just very quiet, but you don't know what's going on in here. And a lot of more men commit suicide on average than women, and they just hold a lot of feelings in and stuff like that. So you never just know the true battle. And I think it's time we even forgive our parents. I think too many people are unforgiving of their parents and despise their parents when maybe their parents were never loved properly, or showed how to express feelings, or showed how to express and do unconditional love. And it's just a trickle down. It's a generation to generation. And too many times we forget that we need to forgive our parents too. And sometimes they're not even sorry, or sometimes they don't even know their shortcomings. But we grew and we learned how we were mistreated, or maybe things that we didn't get. And now we want to give that to our kids. So that's still success. That's still, a learning. That's still a lesson. But why hold resentment and be bitter to your parents when maybe they didn't have that same love? They didn't have parents that showed them. So it's time we just learn to heal and learn to accept boundaries and set boundaries and forgive people who are not sorry, and learn to let things come out in nature, but it comes out by us being the love barriers, us creating a safe environment, us building and improving our trust with our friends, families, romantic partners, and allowing it to manifest naturally, versus we argue, we complain, we knick-knack, and it makes it worse because now that person truly and genuinely is not going to open up, and or that internal war that they have is actually going to come out and be physical or be vocalized, and that could be even worse. So we have to learn to set our expectations straight. Let's master us. Let's master being at peace with ourselves, and then we learn, or we by doing that, we allow others around us to see the peace that we're at. Maybe they ask questions. Maybe they ask, how are we so at peace? And we're able to help heal others. We're able to heal a new generation of people that come from single parent households, unconditional loving households, from the lack of that, or where they had parents but their parents weren't emotionally there, or maybe people have a lack mindset because they came from, their childhood, they were very poor. Like all these traumas, all these things that affect us in our childhood or had impact on us in our childhood that are now we're stemming and bringing along to our adulthood, or it can even be in our adulthood. You had somebody you thought you were going to marry and be with forever in your young adult years, and you get heartbroken, and now you're carrying that into your late 20s, into your 30s, and so on, versus healing from it, accepting it, coming to peace with it, and understanding that tomorrow's a new day, and there's nothing I can do about yesterday. We're going to let yesterday be yesterday, and I'm going to grow and improve through today. I'm going to be better because I deserve it, because I deserve to heal. I deserve love. I deserve to be better. And those around me, my kids, my friends, my family, they need and deserve the best version of me to be around, the best version of you to be around. And yeah, it's time that we accept it and just become peaceful ourselves, become at peace with ourselves, and expand that peace into those closest to us, our relationships closest to us, and those we care about, and let them heal in their own time and be forgiving of it, be accepting of it. And yeah, I think this is something that we all can improve on, including myself, and continue to just grow through life. You go through life and you grow through it. Every day is a new journey. Every day there's a new opposition, a new adversity, a new negative. But there's also positives. There's also new love, new laughs, new good things. So it's a journey, and you live the journey each and every day. Every day is living. Like being present is living. You can't change the past. You can't change the future. You can impact your future. You can learn from the past, but you have to live in the moment, in the days. So with that being said, I hope this impacted you. I hope this allows you to forgive people that are not sorry and start bridging some of those relationships in your life. And I wish you peace and blessings on the journey.